Welcome everybody to another discussion video. I'm here with Chase as per the usual. We're going to go ahead and dive right into it. The topic for this episode will be the announcement and the upcoming Flash movie, now being titled Flashpoint.
Yes, that's a thing.
We'll see if it's good, but before we get into it, if you enjoy the following podcast, go ahead and subscribe to whatever you're listening it to on. Don't know exactly where we'll be able to put it. I'm looking into putting it on Spotify and iTunes, so we'll see if that works. But yeah, subscribe, comment, like, all that business. Go ahead and follow Chase at chase.galleon1 or chase.galleon on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. And you can find me at Captain JSSG on Snapchat. So, go ahead and dive right into it. Chase, what were your initial thoughts whenever it came out at San Diego Comic-Con that it's going to be called Flashpoint?
Okay, so I was really excited at first, and then I realized that this is the first Flash movie. And, the only other time we've seen him is in Suicide Squad. And also, another thing.
Justice League.
Yeah, we'll see him in that eventually.
Yeah, whenever that comes out in November.
Yeah.
But, yeah, there's two different ways of looking at it. One, there's the way of, this is the first solo Flash film ever made, and you're going to instantly go into Flashpoint without having any setup or any emotional ties to this character or like the death of his mother or anything like that, and instantly go into that.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, even the Flash show on the CW waited until the third season to do Flashpoint, and it kind of sucked. So
yeah, it was only for the first episode and a half.
It was the first episode. It didn't even last into the second episode.
Yeah, I mean,
like, what the mess?
I feel like it's going to be the same kind of deal. It'll be Flashpoint, but only in name. Kind of like Civil War was.
Well, Civil War was still Civil War. It just didn't have as many heroes in it, you know? And I actually kind of prefer the movie Civil War to the story Civil War because it's more focused and driven.
Yeah.
But that's just me. I mean, if you prefer the comic, that's fine by me. I also liked how Iron Man was less of a villain in Civil War. He was, you know, more well-rounded as a character, and you could see his motivations. In Civil War, he was kind of just the bad guy.
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, you could definitely
in the comic, I mean.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, for Flashpoint, the thing is, I mean, they already confirmed that Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman, or Gal Gadot, or however the mess you say her last name, still don't know. They confirmed that her Wonder Woman will be in the movie. So maybe they will pull an actual Flashpoint and like have Jason Momoa in it as well, so we could have the Atlantean Amazon War. Maybe even see Flashpoint Batman with what's that guy's name? He played Negan on The Walking Dead, and he played Thomas Wayne in Batman vs Superman.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you off the top of my head.
Okay, and the lady who played Maggie on The Walking Dead, because they played Thomas and Martha Wayne, who are very good actors and actresses, respectively. Like, I mean, they would be great in that world if they were playing Batman and Joker, because that's an interesting take on Batman and Joker, where they're actually, like, you know, Thomas and Martha Wayne after Bruce Wayne is shot, instead of dogs.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan
And Lauren Cohen. I remembered her last name, or full name. Would these dogs shut their face, please? Oh well. But yeah, I could see it being an interesting film, but the question is like, will it be any good? Because it seems like they're kind of rushing it and everything, so I don't really know if it'll be good, like, at all.
Yeah, I feel like it all depends on how...
One second. Can you shut my door, please? Guys, I'm in the middle of recording.
Oh.
Yeah. Sorry. Like, shut it. Thank you. Alright, sorry. Can you go back to what you were saying?
Yeah. You want me to pause for a second?
Yeah.
I feel like it's just all depends on how well-rounded they make the Flash's character in Justice League.
Alright.
Because I feel like, well, as far as, the Flash goes, he needs to be well-rounded because it's going to be his movie. But then with Flashpoint, you also have to make sure that Wonder Woman and Aquaman are both well-rounded in Justice League to make, the contrast going over into the Flashpoint universe, like, really big.
And even Batman needs to be a very, like, established character in this universe because, okay, right now, as of Batman vs. Superman, is there really that big of a difference between the Thomas Wayne Batman and the Bruce Wayne Batman in these movies?
No.
Because for those who don't know, Thomas Wayne Batman, like, straight up just, like, shoots people and doesn't even give a crap.
Yeah.
Or a poop. Excuse my French. But, and then in Batman vs. Superman, Batman doesn't really have all that big of a problem with killing people. He does it constantly.
Right.
Whether it be knocking a grenade away from him into a room he knows is full of people, slamming cars and blowing them up even though he knows people are in it. Like, I mean, come on now.
Yeah. I mean, it's super off. It's off.
Yeah. So, like, I mean, even in Justice League, they're going to have to do a lot. And, I mean, the question is, are they using this to reboot the series?
That's a good question. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure. I mean, it'd be a good point to do it. That's for sure.
Because, I mean, if you think about the negative reaction to Suicide Squad and Batman vs. Superman, but the positive reaction to Wonder Woman, it would be very easy for them to just be like, well, since Barry only goes back in time to where his mom is, and if he changes the future then, well, only the future would be changed and Wonder Woman would still be the same, but Batman vs. Superman, Man of Steel, and Suicide Squad wouldn't be the same. So, right. I would be very much down if that's what they're doing, although I kind of wish they would just, like, ignore the fact that Batman vs. Superman and Man of Steel happened, and Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
But, like, the first step to doing that would be hiring a good writer and a good director. Not that Zack Snyder's a bad director. He's good for what he does. But, like, I mean, like, that's more focused on the character of Superman. That, like, really, really gets the character of Superman. Because, I mean, I think that's the only problem with Zack Snyder's, like, directing in Batman vs. Superman and Man of Steel is that he just doesn't understand the character of Superman.
Yeah. Yeah, and apparently Batman as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
Wonder Woman was good, though.
Yeah, it was good. And I feel like, Ben Affleck and Henry Cavill could both do amazing jobs at their respective roles if they were given the right direction.
Yeah, and that's the only problem. They have to be given the right direction.
Yeah. I mean, Ben Affleck, he's a writer and a director.
Yeah.
And he might have done an amazing job with, the Batman movie when he was set to direct it. But he also might have been going with the direction that Zack Snyder had given him in the first place.
Yeah, I mean, we really don't know at this point in time.
Yeah.
But yeah, so, I mean, honestly, I'm kind of nervous about the Flashpoint movie because the Flash movie in general has been, like, in development, like, absolute turmoil for the last 20 years. Like, they've been trying to get it off the ground since the 90s, and it just hasn't happened. Yeah. And even in the DCEU, you would think, okay, well, they'll actually start putting it together finally. Well, no, like, 2 different directors left.
Yeah.
And it's been getting, like, different rewrites and all kinds of stuff. It was supposed to be coming out in March of 2018. That ain't gonna happen.
No, and if it does, it would be a terrible movie. So
unless you get Matthew Vaughn to do it, because he's amazing at just slapping together movies and making incredible quality. That's what he did with X-Men First Class, and it's the best X-Men movie ever made.
Oh yeah.
So far.
We'll see.
So back tomorrow.
We'll see.
Okay.
Yeah, gosh.
So back tomorrow. But yeah. So yeah, I'm honestly very nervous about it. You need to have some very good people behind this movie for it to work. Like, I mean, they were talking about getting Matthew Vaughn to do it, or what's his name? Robert Zemeckis, director of the Back to the Future films.
Yeah.
They were talking about getting people like that, and even J.J. Abrams was even in the talks for a little bit.
Yeah.
If that's still on the table, get one of them.
Go for it. Just get a good
because they know what they're doing, and they know the character and everything, and those are the type of the directors that even if they don't know the character, they'll study and learn the character.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, assumedly Robert Zemeckis, I don't think he's ever made a comic book film, but he's good at making time travel movies, so there's that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Gosh. Yeah. Same. I mean, I feel like it's either going to be amazing, or it's going to be okay, or it's going to be terrible, which are pretty much the only three options in any movie ever.
That's our rating system. But
it's going to be one of those three.
That's our rating system, is the overwhelmed, underwhelmed, or just whelmed.
Yes.
But yeah, dude.
The three guys.
I don't know. Do you have any other closing thoughts for the film, dude?
Not really. I think Ezra looks good in The Flash, as far as we can tell from the Justice League trailers.
I like that bit in the Comic-Con trailer where everyone disappears but him.
Yeah.
I think that was funny.
Oh yeah. Gosh.
Rude.
That's rude. Disappears.
That was good. I enjoyed that. That was funny.
Oh yeah.
But like, I don't know. Man, I'm just nervous.
Yeah. But in the end, it'll work out. It's fine. If it doesn't work out, they'll reboot it in a few years. It's fine. Whatever.
Yeah. I mean, I think the really important thing is that they give someone a clear vision. Someone with a clear vision behind them and guiding them, like Kevin Feige. And I think that person should be Jeff Johns. I don't think he's had the control that he should have had on past movies. I think the first time he actually got control was probably Wonder Woman, and that's why it's so quality, because he understands the characters.
Right.
I mean, he's been writing them in comics for however many years, so it makes sense that he would know them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. Moral of the story, give Jeff Johns all of the power.
All of it.
All of it! Oh, gosh, I'm looking at the waveforms on that because I, like, shouted into my microphone. It's pretty dicey there.
Yes.
Alright, guys. Well, if you enjoyed this short little podcast, go ahead and drop a like, subscribe, or whatever the mess on, depending upon what platform you're listening to it on. Follow us on for Heroic Power Entertainment at Heroic Power ENT on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Go ahead and follow Chase at Chase.Galleon1 or Chase.Galleon on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. And you can follow me at Captain JSSG on Snapchat. So, for Heroic Power Entertainment, I'm Joseph Galleon.
And I am Chase.
Bye. Okay.
Bye.
Long exhale. Bye.
Okay.